Muri mutya, mwasuze mutya, Lifestyle Wednesday, short broadcast. Zesimanyi na kumanya lero ebyokudduka lero bigenda kugaana kajjamu kali wano wentukira bwenti ebyokukola binninze Mukama Katonda wange. Abitu olumuzingira nazo ne zifuuka ekirala. Nja kudduka olwokutaano ndowooza oba n'olwomukaga kuba n'enkya bisigala bye. But how are you my people? Mwasuze mutya? Muyombya Mark Muchunguzi, Gerald Walugembe, Geoffrey, Travel Life Vlog, Nathan 256. How are you? Muri mutya? Network ebagobye. Nze kambalinde ko mujje tukoleka short broadcast kaffe twogera ku kukopa Igumba Jonathan obula nnyo. You get lost a lot. So let me wait for you guys to come and let me talk about coping as a lifestyle because it's a very bad thing and it's affecting us every day. Kali Hilux here the guys that have wanted, but somehow this Hilux is strange. I go mwaka mpya muko nenga it definitely looks like Lucky Mose Ngobuzi. What happened? You have been lost. Basically, good morning. Dumba Ashraf Amura Ugambotia. Abai. Temubula nyobwe mutyo. Chibati kirabika bulungi nnyo abantu abangu okumbulako mutyo. Nenga I hope you guys had a good night. Ebipapula bya EPS mubirabye. Hey. Aha. Moli moze. Kastori mulamu ekisinga obulungi. But you guys, we are doing 30 kilometers per hour. It's today. Hussein Munyantwali, how are you? Mbade on the Munyonyo Express. You know the Munyonyo Express has a speed limit 80 kilometers per hour, and there is no place where they say go slower than 80. Apart from the temporary speed limits that have been put in the place where Rajiv Ruparelia died. But I saw Chimakix Muchirabi. Nature Tomera. Small church in reviewing. So, so anyway, I saw a double cabin pickup guy driving responsibly today. Nah, slower than even me. I'm telling you what the populars are not doing to people. EPS is making us hate driving car, but by the way, it's applying only to the new number plates. Guys, it seems that so uja. Katono nyonko mau. Kati atola ba ne wano muko overtaking wano. Wano muko overtaking wano. Amazima gaka tuna muguru you cannot overtake below 30 kilometers per hour. Atenga wano. Kwagala butayagala we are supposed to be doing 30 kilometers per hour. There is a school every like 500 meters. There is a school every 500 kilometers. Igumba, munanga ate majority of the cars that are getting the receipts are not new number plates. I think because the new number plate people are already careful. But man, Ugandan jam, imagine it's 7. But this is rush hour, man. Ugandan jam, imagine it's 7. But this is rush hour, guys. Everyone is trying to get to work. If you want to not get trapped in traffic jam, Moroka minister, chief minister of state, but they are doing the speed limit. Or because Masoga Wadih Moroka, they are going really slow. Yeah, Benjamin Semfuma, Ogambo, Tia. I hope you guys are doing well. I am in a good mood. I hope I go through the day in a good mood and that I can end it in a good mood. I hope I can do that. Kaldino Jiraba, Katio Kaldina Yariwo Konga Yerio, Chakola ne Essi. Chakola ne Essi. Ngaji Kumi. Chakola ne Essi Namasi Gatonyeri was. Gatonyi. Mwema guy. Munango okukopa chirunji na yoko kopa chivi. So you know how you guys have been saying, you know, I'm still on the EPS thing because the EPS thing is a big thing for us. So you know how you guys in Dubai, you guys in the US, you guys in Canada have been saying that you get a lot of fines for driving badly, that the fines are a lot, and that Uganda, and that in Uganda, the biggest reason why people still drive badly is because the fines are too little. I actually don't think the fines being too little has always been the problem. And because of that, so the government here over fine. The fines have never really been the problem. The problem has always been corruption. But now we have gotten something that has been working in another country, a country that is more developed than here, probably where they started with smaller fines and kept increasing the fines. And then we have just gotten the big fines and put them here for us. You get it? In a country where drivers still earn 300,000 shillings. Abasajja bavuga emmoroka ezo ez'ebitongole ezaki, some of them bavuga emitwalo 345 as salary. And you're finding that driver 200,000 for going 1 kilometer above the speed limit. I don't know if you guys get one thing. It doesn't make sense. And you're making the appeal process too hard. In a country where our signposts, one, the government should first of all copy the roads. 2, they should copy the signage. 3, they should copy the lighting on the road. Ne zebra crossing, ne zebra zino kubera, traffic license zino ne bakoda na awareness, then they can bring those big fines. You get it? But they're not doing all the things that they should do before. It's like how you come and you want to punish your kid for eating too much sugar. But you have not told them why you don't want them to eat too much sugar. That's what's going on with us. You get it? That's exactly what's going on with us. And it's not a pretty thing. It's not a pretty thing. So copying is actually good. But me, I think, I find that every time you have an idea that is actually original, every time you have an idea that is original, it works very well for you. They need to pay off the Russian company, GS, that installed the system. Yeah, but you can pay it off in using other means. You don't stress people. Ugandans, how can a car move without traffic lights not knowing the speed it's moving at? There is no way. Apparently, there is no way. I've had the theories. There's a theory that says, take a camera, go wiping. That apparently it would not. I don't think that works with modern systems. Otherwise, what about it for American? But that's a theory. What other theory do you have, Jonathan? Good morning, Lawrence Omoli. How are you? What other theory do you have, Jonathan? Because there are theories. That's the theory that I've had that is too popular. That go take a couple of sichi, go take a wipe, go nyiga bunyizima zoti, go novuga speed yombote chiraba. That is something that I would want to test, but that's not something you want to test with a system that is working. Oinagena mu kitundu ngati wakora nobele speed gun yo nabo border. Omulabo wa border. So we are supposed to be doing 30 kilometers per hour. That border man is doing 60. Ngate, if my car will be damaged, but that dude will die. And that traffic jam is a total hell. Imagine 7 and any other alternative route. All the alternative routes are full. This route is the one that is clear. I heard that when it's in neutral, it could not detect. The machines detect motion. They don't detect gears. They detect motion. They detect the motion of the body of the car. All those theories, speed limit, 30 kilometers. This zone is 30 kilometers zone. What makes me know? One is a hamper ahead thingy, then the other one is children crossing. Children crossing. Now the fact that the work upon the speed limit, we can start about zoning. Who you government? Even to your school zone. There is a school down here. Never were to food the West Somero, like a few meters away from here. This place is full of schools. Now once what West Somero, just about 100 meters from the last school. In our children crossing, amps are ahead. The only reason I passed the driving test, the theory, was because the answers were there. I just had to pick. I did name. There is another school up here. 100 meters. Every 100 meters, there is actually a school. There's a school up there. Then there is a kids park down here. So this is a 30-kilometer zone. So some of the things in zone are totally warranted. Katinga wano naenge rola babagenda kugira bali bateka oda hapo. Nazo zenyini zikusala. Kano omusajja wa government azavuga bubi na yira ice. Way, I saw the video of Entebbe Road nga bantu balinga abatalina gye balaga. Yeah. Kyekibadde ne ku munyonyo leero ku makya. Kulwe munyonyo owaddabo kabine agenze n'ampisa. Abadde yakampisa ati n'alengera ekikamera n'asala speed n'asooba. Kati wano tewali ssomero. I'm surprised there is no other school in this area. So anyway, Henry Modern Juice bakubye ekipapula oba nsirikire muli ebinnyo simanyi kyoyitamu. The system doesn't capture borders and government vehicles. It's for wananchi. The system is for punishing us, the car owners. Yeah, and you're saying you have a lot of money. Can't you give it quick part of the money to the government? Can't what is it? Now 30 kilometers. Essomero liri ekyemmanga. Naye abantu beno nga bazimbye nnyo amasomero. That's a school down there. Kayatera wali maaso, there is another school. There is another school up there. Kati kitegeeza wano bw'osuuka 30 kilometers per hour. But laba aba border speed gye bavuga. Government is messed up, man. Messed up. After we are now driving in slow motion. Era. I partly think that the government is making a way for their vehicles. That might actually also hold up. 80% goes to private company. The government only takes 15%. Kati inakuebuza mu company eyo bwe ya registered in Kampala ani shareholder singa awe wali ekinyusaawo. There is someone that is benefiting. Na of course ebintu tujja bimanya. Guno omulembe guno onyereza. But Arthur, don't you think Ugandan drivers need to be much sensitized about road signs and safety? Ache kugamba, Ashraf, badengamba, first of all, they need to put the signs on the road. Then they sensitize people. Of course, after fixing the roads are terrible. So they need to fix the roads, one, put signage on the road, create awareness and educate people about the road signage. That's one of the things that we're going to do for the love of cars. Then when I'm sensitizing, and of course by no sensitizing and our border sensitizing, the border is symptom number one of the rate of unemployment in the country. Which the number of borders, the rate of unemployment. And it's very delicate. I understand where the government is coming from. It's just sort of kumaraga very dida abantu abetetenkanyiza atona nkomaraga bawamateka okitegeera nga atorede tebali bulungi. So I understand where the government is coming from. But there is a school, another school up there. Nekati neku highway like Masaka. No. On highways, the minimum speed limit is 50. Okujjako nga you have gone on a highway and it's a densely populated area. Katolaba, there is on a highway Katolaba nga bonogenda ku Masaka Road. There is a place wali amasomero ga St. Lawrence. Side wali St. Lawrence and wali St. Lawrence. I think that's true. Cut that area or outside other speed because it's a school zone. That's what I understood from what the thingy told us. But the thing that one of the weaknesses that these guys have is that they are not telling us where the school zones are. Like here now, there is a school, but there is no signage at all. At all. Inakugeranya. Jukida amasomero gafage Kampala tegaina tewali method nti wano baliteekawo essomero wali tebayiteekawo essomero nange nsobola okuzuuka ennyumba yange nengifuula essomero. So because there is no method for that, kitegeeza the place can be there and there is no school today, next week nosangawo primary school. And Uganda government is funny. Just wake up and implement laws without any solution. Uganda government is copies. One thing I've realized is that our government has sharp people. But the sharp people bring ideas and the government does not implement. Then other governments implement what our sharp people here have come up with. Then the government copies what is happening in other countries that is not applicable locally. So they leave what is applicable locally and not do it, and other governments do it. Then they copy what is working in a first world country, but is not feasible here, and then they implement. That's the weakness of our government. And I think it's because of the age gap. Majority of the ministers are 70 years and above. Omulabo oyo wa Haria ali ku 40 kilometers per hour. Kwa wali kamera sinagirabawo. Naye abali ku 40 kilometers per hour. Abantu ba national ID basimba line mukama ansasira sigenda kubisimba yo. Sijja kubisimba yo. Sijja kusimba line ya national ID. Oko kutuyisa mu maaso. Sijja kusimba line ya national ID nganye. Abaye ibadde mpise mu 30 kilometers per hour nga nekalakasa. Good morning Isoba Ivan. Kim Job chechiriwa. Let me see. Nekati ku highway. Oh, neda badde kumaze kati neono waliwe somero. So Kim Job, on highways, our highways in Uganda have a speed limit of 80 kilometers per hour, and in towns, when you're entering a town on a highway, then your speed limit reduces to 50 kilometers per hour. That's highways. But on roads, Katingabora, this road, this is not a highway. This is an but what so here you'll be doing 50 kilometers, and when you reach a school zone, you do 30. Which take it. Can I think what they are doing on Entebbe Road? Because what you do work at there you have to do 30. I've got 29. What kind of videos is that? How do you're saying the minimum speed limit in Uganda is 30 because that's the minimum, and then you find someone for doing 29, 20, causing a Morocco. And the problem with our cars now, our cars have big tires. Like my car came with low profile tires and Ujendimo. Ila we never choose something like that. Low profile. Yajira low profile tires, and I put bigger tires. Now the bigger tires will give you considerably higher speed. So you'll be thinking you're doing 29 according to your speed meter. You're actually doing 32. So what's the best way for you to figure out what speed you're going at? Put your Google map on. Put in a location where you're going, and then start your trip. Speed your Google map yentufu. The Google map speed is the right one. The speed limit muchisawa jivego. That's one way for you to figure out what speed you're going. Me, I'll get my national ID and the pressure is done. Because everyone is renewing. But some of those people renewing national IDs don't even need them for anything. As I was talking about markets, apart from fuel consumption, what else will be the downside? Now, okay, now that you have asked it, the markets has only two problems. And I don't think they're the actual problems. Fuel consumption and slippage. Which take it, right? It slips when you get to very slippery roads. And now the difference is that BMWs are heavy behind you, so but the Mark-X is light. The Mark-X is light, so that's the problem. But it has no other problem. The Mark-X is one car you'll drive for younger tokanisi. I've seen people. Kati waliwo oyo ali above 30 kilometers per hour. Oyo wa Kigege. Kati alaba mulwisa yetaga bamukube ekipapa kikamera kiriwa. Kikamera wano tewali. Olaba we law abiding citizens, we are treated like nothing. So anyway, Kim Job, I've seen people that say that the 2008 and above Mark-X's don't consume a lot of fuel. Now, I disagree because I drove it in a year one, and it consumed, I think I used about 80,000 shillings compared to between 30 to 40,000 that I use in my car. That's double. That's double. Of course, I think now I have to drive the Mark-X again during these speed limit times. But yeah, but I'm comparing to the time when I'm going really fast. So, but I find that the fuel consumption of the Mark-X, the new model Mark-X, is not a lot if what you have driven before was the old Mark-X. But if you have been driving cars like the Ractis, you have been driving cars like the Sienta, the Mark-X definitely consumes a lot of fuel. compared to the car you have been driving. If Markex is your first car, toja gawulira. Nekati nzenga atha abali nyama futa Markex najiwulira enywa. So fuel consumption and slippage. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. I hear the speed limit thing is a business for some company. Not a company. There is one government official normally. Mujukira bajira reflector jackets. Kati who is asking for them? Mujukira bajira helmets. Who is asking for them? You guys remember the speed governors? Who is asking for them? Remember the seat belts in taxis? Who is asking for them? All these things there is always someone sharp that is benefiting. Okitegeera. Mujja kugenda okulaba nti nga bakivuddeko. But me, I'm going to drive under the speed limit. That's David Clark, VIP. Good morning. Ronald M. Cassandra, VIP. Good morning. My ID is expiring in 4 years. No, you don't. Yours is not expired. Me, I think mine is expired already. Anyway, young. Kanjira. Nenze newe expired. Atechi. Mjidina. It's mine. Nkuba. National ID ni wabanaki. Jagara kula obere expired. I don't even check on it. My national ID expired last year. You people. My national ID expired last year. But I've not even had to remove it and use it anywhere, so I'm okay. My national ID expired last year. But no worries. If it's expired or not, it's my ID. Abaina mu kasente tujafuna ID zaffe bulungi. Tujazifuna. Tujagenda yo kujunona. Ogenda ine baga let him in. Nza ilanti kati ebintu bya Uganda byakubaamu na kasente kantegeka kasente kangi. You want a sweet? I'm going to buy for you. Let's get to my office, okay? Why do you want a sweet? Huh? You what? Of course, it's not healthy. So why do you want it? Huh? Oh, okay. So, guys, I've been going through my son's work. P2. There are some schools nga gasomesa ebintu. Omwana wange ebintu byasoma na bisoma mu P6. Aina nebibuze mbyera wadde mbirabye wali mu homework. Aina ebibuze ebimu bye bamubuuza nga nange yansa sizimanyanga ko ngati ndasoma ne mala ne university. Okitegeera naye nga ye answers manyi bulungi. For example, did you know that the moon is not a source of light, that it reflects light? My P2 child knows. Did you know? Chechirala kyabadde amanyi mbadde simanyi. Bwe nvaako nze nvuga 30 kilometers per hour toddamu nakunkubira ngombe oba oyisa genda. Toddamu kunkubira ngombe nze nvuga 30 kilometers per hour. Oba oyagala yisa. Bwetyo tugenda okubayisa. Nze sina emitwalo 2 mangi sigakola olunaku. Ndyokentaneko okuguzigabira government nga ninga mutabani wa minister. Kansale ne speed mpite ku hump. So guys, I'm talking about coping. Like coping is good. Like coping is good, but copy and adapt. Copy and adopt. Yes, adopt. Adoption. Yes. Copying is good, but speed limit 200,000 shillings. It's like they are saying they are not giving you a margin of error. And then to make matters worse, they are telling you need to pay it within 72 hours. Ontegera. After 72 hours, it doubles. It's clear these guys are simply trying to make money. Ontegera. They copied something and adopted it the wrong way. Baba de baina tulekera fine za fezide za bulijjo oba ne batuwe bange eriwera. Kyo muntu omukube ekipapula kya 2,200 n'omuwa omwezi. before you double the fine. But of course, they are not copying that. So what's the point here, guys? If you sing Arthur Aduka, like I do 5K Monday, I do 5K Wednesday, I do 5K Friday. Yeah. If you look at how much I run, and you feel, oh, I think I should run like Arthur. I should run Monday, Wednesday, and Friday like Arthur. Like I want to tell you today, I'm not going to run. But I clearly know I'm not going to run. I'm already adopting. I'm adjusting my schedule because it's tough. You copy, there is business I cannot skip for running. But I'll definitely make up for it. But there is business I cannot skip for running. Right? I might end up running in the evening or something, or run tomorrow, but even tomorrow is tight. Right? But when you copy something, you need to copy the right way. And just make sure that it works for you. Like you might have a home, now you have like a small fridge, the ones they sell like a 400K. And then you go visit someone and you realize for them they have a fridge, there's a million, yes, 2 doors, in an ice dispenser, in a water dispenser. Then the person you're looking at, first of all, is a rich person, probably makes about 7 million, 8 million a month, net, 2 million net. I think I want to buy a fridge like that one. You're copying something, but you're not adopting it to your situation. Like how you see how I go and inspect cars. I need to understand myself. Office. Never go office or your distance, some of you guys drive it for 2 weeks. XT. I'm not adopting, I'm not understanding my situation. I find that that's the one thing that we can learn from the government. It's clearly not adopting properly. Right? It's copied wrongly. You copy the government here, and it's a bad thing. So let's just take it. It's a definitely very short broadcast. But business. Hey, guys, the Uganda government bought a scooter. It's there. The Uganda government bought a scooter. It's there. Yes, that's a scooter. It's called a scooter. Yes, it's a small bike. A small bike is called a scooter. Danny Okeni Albino Olag, EPS tickets. I find that the EPS tickets, from what I've understood, are still on Entebbe Road, Northern Bypass, Entebbe Express, and the Munyonyo Express. Kasura Ramadan, it seems I'm not Ugandan, but I have a Ugandan passport that expires in 2031, I think. Expire means the EPS won't work. The EPS works on cars and the TIN number. Which roads should you be careful? Guys, on the Northern Bypass, on the Entebbe Express, on the Munyonyo Bypass, on Entebbe Road, be careful. But me, I'm careful on all roads. 200,000 is a lot. 200,000, I can buy KFC for my kids 2 weeks because we only eat junk food once a week. So I can buy junk food for my kids for 2 weeks. Now, government, I'm going to be careful. 30 kilometers everywhere in town. 30. I'm told there's an app that detects cameras. We need to use those. People tell us the app that detects cameras so that we know how to see them. Guys, 30th August, I'm reminding you to get a Bat Valley, Ngatuli Mula for Kazi Convention, to get a Korea, to New to New to networking, get to Yige. Council Patrick Asiko, hi. Kabari Moses, hi. DNN. Pascolima, Mr. Arthur, the government is copying the character in an animation movie called Zootopia, where one traffic officer is extremely slow while talking. So the government, instead of okuzimba enguudo nnyongi bali mu film nange bwe ndaba bonjour Pascal Lima. I think the issue is about money fine, not the time to be paid. Take those Entebbe Express guys who have to pay 10 million. So even in a month, it's still a lot. And the Entebbe Express guys, the Banawaya Yabafu, those ones. The guy in the interview said, the month is enough time for person to adjust their speed while also paying the fines. I got disturbing information about this express penalty, where a report says out of the penalty levy, UG government takes 20%, the Russian company takes 8%. The Russian company is also owned by a Ugandan Russian. We know that. The Russian company never registered locally. Era sengo no go paper trail, no gende ewa, no gende Russia. Ojja kwesanga waliyo omuna Uganda nga director. We know those games. Mr. Arthur, sorry to ask you this time, can I get a Toyota IST 24? Yes, the old model, new model, Jacoba number. So the Russian farm is meant to be paid through the fines. Yes. I don't know if their sharing goes on and on, or it only happens in the first year. I don't want to worry camera, want to worry camera. There is no Russian company. That company never exists. Exactly. Thank you, Ramadan. If the Russian company exists, the Russian owns 20%, and then the Ugandans own the 90%. We know how the narrative goes. And me, I'm okay with it. My grandmother is okay with it. I have a lot of aunties that are okay with it. They're okay with how things are. They are okay with the way things are. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So for me, as long as there are people that are okay with it, to Songembele. Tale Samuel, good morning. How are you today? So guys, nga tukopa tuleme kopanga government yafe. Tukope ebintu ate to be adopting. But now Uganda babanga sente zili emitwalo omukaaga 10, they were struggling already to pay them. What makes you believe that they can pay 600,000 in less than a month? One good thing about the APS auto is that it eliminates corruption. But if you eliminate corruption, yeah, don't eliminate it by making us pay for your elimination of the corruption. Robert Chitty, I think the Mazda is the one you want to buy, but the Harrier is the one you need to buy. I think I've answered you properly. The Mazda is what you want to buy. The Harrier is what you need to buy. Kata will also guys keep within the speed limit since most of their speedometers are not working. They have to fix the speed meters now. Good morning, Isaac. What is today? Funny lifestyle. How are you today, guys? Kambasi we nkubama simu. Kaseda chikazuwe za 3:5. Mwebale nyo kwera nange guys. Na inga chona chechiri the take away from today. Toko pabuli chimu. Copy and adopt. Copy and adopt. Copy and adopt. Over adapt. Adopt. Copy and adopt. You don't copy everything. Copy and adopt because it's going to be your project in the end. The Uganda government definitely copied the wrong way. And we are paying for it. And I think the Russian company is owned by a Ugandan. That's what I think. Muyombya Mark Muchunguzi Gerard Walugembe Geoffrey Travel Live Vlog Nathan 256 Igumba Jonathan Basic Chris Hussein Munyantwali Lucky Moze Igumba Jonathan Dumba Ashraf Amura Basic Chris George Senkubuge Benjamin Senfuma Canarian Properties Uganda Lawrence Omule Keith Akiram Louis Henry Modern Juice Musime Kim Job Starch Events Isoba Ivan Michael Kasozi Kawali Moses Zaz David Klaje Wada VIP Ronald M Kasenda VIP Danny Okeni Albino Olak DNN Richard Julius Sengo Bakasule Ramadan Kanso Patrick Asiku Pascal Ima Nelly Yoji Emmanuel Adnaitwe Ntade Samuel Funny Lifestyle Robert Chititi Lirika Isaac the Surveyor Arthur. Just notice that driving my manual car at a constant speed of 30 kilometers per. Yeah, it is. Emoroka ya mani onzibu ya kufuga at 30. Tola banti ya saving amafuta kata wegenda kunywa. Chairman Zach nabali mukamori. I don't take it for granted, guys. Kamba sibu nkwate kumasimu gaba na abantu. Buyenga Ivan nabali mukamori. Thank you very much for choosing to be part of the broadcast. I'll never take it for granted. 30th August tugenda bela Bat Valley Love Cast Convention emitwali 5 tulaunching magazine my kadari nebirala mukama abampero mukisaba nange. Ciao ciao.